Penelope Beckles-Robinson, officially leader of opposition, Tobago Business Chamber ready to work with new government, UWI Vice-Chancellor calls for urgent reform amid low university enrollment, and Catholics in Tobago welcome sacred monstrance. Good evening, I am Biana Brebner. Welcome to the Tobago Updates Television News for Tuesday, 6th May 2025. To our top story, Penelope Beckles-Robinson is officially the leader of the opposition in the Parliament of Trinidad and Tobago. Earlier today, she received her instrument of appointment from President Christine Kangaloo during a ceremony held at President's House, St. Anne's, Trinidad. During her first address to the nation as leader of the opposition, Beckles-Robinson pledged to continue supporting the development of Trinidad and Tobago.
At this crucial time in our history, fraught with economic, social, and geopolitical challenges, I am called to make my contribution as leader of the opposition. Let me be clear, it is not my conviction that opposition means obstruction. True leadership is not necessarily loud, aggressive, or denigrating. It is steady, thoughtful, and courageous. Our democracy flourishes not through divisiveness, but through robust debate, shared purpose, and mutual respect.
Beckles-Robinson said she's committed to collaborating on matters of importance, supporting policies and legislation that bring real progress. She will also offer constructive criticism when necessary.
The People's National Movement has faced challenges before, and we acknowledge that we are called at this time to return to the first principles, the people. I will lead a team that listens, empathizes, and holds the fundamental tenets of the PNM People First, all started with Dr. Eric Eustace Williams. We will hold the government accountable, yes, but always with your best interests at heart. We will be vigilant, accessible, and responsive as we provide constructive scrutiny, advocate for policies that reflect your aspirations, and stand firm against injustice, inequality, malice, nepotism, and corruption, should the need arise.
She stressed that healing of the nation, which just experienced a heightened election season, is a top priority.
We must rebuild the bridges between our institutions and our people. It must begin not just with politicians, but with all of us in our homes, our communities, our schools, our churches, temples, mosques, and our civil society organizations. Every institution has a role. Every citizen has a responsibility.
The Tobago business community is ready to engage with the new government and is looking forward to early discussions. Martin George, chairman of Tobago Business Chamber, shared some priority areas for discussion with the Prime Minister.
One of the high priority items we would want the government to address would be the immediate and unconditional repeal of the Foreign Investment Act, thus freeing up the way for direct foreign inflows to come into Tobago and by extension to spill over into Trinidad.
The Tobago Business Chamber also wants to discuss major hotel development in Tobago.
There were talks which started with the Sanders Group, and of course, they are still at their infancy, but we of the Tobago Business Chamber, we were very much a part of that grouping, and we intend to play our role in supporting any such initiatives, and we would love for the government to sit with us and have discussions as to how, from a governmental level, they would start to try to attract these major hotel investments into Tobago.
George, along with the rest of Tobago's business sector, stands ready to collaborate with the government for Tobago's growth.
One of the other things we would like to discuss with the incoming government is the way in which we in the Tobago Business Chamber and business persons and the island generally can work together with central government to develop the resilience of the Tobago economy.
Newly sworn-in Minister of Public Utilities and Minister in the Office of Prime Minister Barry Paradat convened his first official meeting today with senior officials at the Water and Sewage Authority headquarters in St. Joseph. He was accompanied by Clyde Elder, Minister in the Ministry of Public Utilities, Shivanan Sam, Parliamentary Secretary in the Ministry. Minister Paradat recently announced that the UNC-led central government will immediately halt any process increase in water and electricity rates.
So there must be some level of compassion in terms of how we treat with some of these issues in the public utility sector. So in terms of immediately addressing, it will be the focus on water. As you said earlier, the Regulated Industries Commission is going through a process. While they go through their process, the policy of the United National Congress coming into government is that we will put an immediate stop to any rate increase at this time with respect to water and electricity.
Minister Paradat criticized the current system as inequitable, pointing out that while ordinary citizens risk disconnection for late payments, many businesses have accumulated substantial arrears without facing similar consequences. We'll take a break and come back with more. Stay tuned.
Cousin Tufina tell me,
Welcome to Tobago Glass Supplies, where innovation meets excellence and service reigns supreme.
well, I want a proper window from yours, eh? I want no shake thing in with place.
Our commitment is simple: to provide high-quality, innovative aluminum, vinyl, and glass solutions for both commercial and residential spaces.
We get one wall on the side and we get one hole. You can put a window there, invent something, a window for put there.
At TGSL, we don't just meet needs, we exceed expectations. Our range includes the finest aluminum cladding options, setting new standards in durability and style.
Well, me meet ya. Me don't know who I'm talking to, but cousin Tufina tell me for call all you go get proper thing for put there. Me don't know.
Driven by our passion to elevate, we aim to be the leading supplier in the Caribbean market while retaining our identity as a family-owned business.
Driven? No, I ain't driving. I get a bus ticket. One of me pick me them go drop me down there. Must bring me down there. Russo Trace Springer down by the place down there.
Because at Tobago Glass Supplies Limited, it's not just about products, it's about relationships. It's about you.
It's all about me? Who's your family? You know Edna and Dorka and them, you know them, but you resemble them Edward boy and them Edward people them, you.
Tobago Glass Supplies, Russo Trace Spring Garden, telephone number 639-6266. Innovation, quality, service. That's Tobago Glass Supplies Limited.
Quartz is well known as the Caribbean's largest retailer, providing consumers for generations with the very best products to enhance their homes. This year, we bring our expertise to businesses. Quartz Business Solutions will serve small, medium, and large companies with the very best products at the most competitive prices, backed by warranties and after-sales support. Hoteliers, office managers, restaurants, and so many more. Quartz Business Solutions, a brand of the Unicomer Group.
Are you in a dispute with a registered investment service provider of the TTSEC? Or maybe you're the victim of an investment scam? You can lodge a complaint or submit an anonymous tip to the Trinidad and Tobago Securities and Exchange Commission. Download our Investor Protection app or go to ttsec.org.tt to access our complaint form or submit an anonymous tip. Write a clear summary of your complaint. Submit copies of supporting documents along with the originals for verification. Provide a copy of the feedback received from the entity regarding your complaint. All investor complaints or scam reports submitted by the public are acknowledged and reviewed by the TTSEC. Investigations are pursued based on the outcome of the review. Trinidad and Tobago Securities and Exchange Commission, protecting the interests of investors and the public. You invest, we protect. Everyone benefits.
Coconut's Cafe, the buffet restaurant that specializes in all your tasty local dishes for breakfast and for lunch. Breakfast includes coconut bake and sada roti served with chokers, bull joil and sausages in tomato sauce. Not forgetting beef and cheese pies, shepherd's pie, macaroni pie and rice in various styles. Meat served in a variety of flavors, garden salads and pasta salads. All this accompanied by fruit juices, coconut water, your choice of a great combination to appease your taste buds. So call us today to order, as we are here to accommodate your busy schedules or if you are having a cooking day off.
It's a different type of thing down there. And we party till we drop down there. With a lot of pretty girls down there. Down in Tobago.
Welcome back. Vice Chancellor of UWI, Sir Hilary Beckles, has raised alarm over Caribbean's university enrollment rate, less than 15%, the lowest in the Western Hemisphere. Speaking at UWI's 2025 annual council meeting on May 2nd, he emphasized the need for urgent reform and noted a sharp decline in regional government funding from 90% to 48%. Beckles also expressed optimism about renewed support under a potential Kamala Persad-Bissessar administration, citing her past investment in higher education.
Before that, just 10 years ago, Prime Minister Bissessar of Trinidad and Tobago the government had made that investment of 100 acres of land at Penal de Bay and $100 million US dollars to develop that infrastructure. So in a sense, that was the pioneering project from Prime Minister Bissessar, and we are happy to have her back because we would like her to do more of this. Antigua and Barbuda has followed, and therefore within 10 to 11 years, what we have seen is two significant investments in the St. Augustine campus and now in the Five Islands campus, signifying, Chancellor, that UWI continues to attract significant capital for development from our governments to keep us going as a regional public university.
Sir Hilary Beckles warned that UWI's authority to grant degrees under the British Royal Charter could be at risk, potentially threatening the university's legitimacy. He signaled major changes ahead for enrollment goals, funding, and degree conferral, stressing that the meaningful investment in higher education is vital for the Caribbean's future. A 46-year-old man from Trinidad has been granted bail after being charged with election bribery. The accused appeared in court on Monday, May 5th, and was released on bail. He is scheduled to return to court on June 5, 2025. The charge stems from a police investigation during the April 28 general election, where the man was allegedly caught offering cash between $300 and $400 to influence voters. He was arrested on Election Day and later charged on May 2nd under Section 96(2)A of Trinidad and Tobago's election laws. During his arrest, the accused claimed he was paid $800 to drive and that the $30,000 in his possession came from a susu. That sum was seized during a subsequent operation involving the Financial Investigations Branch. The charge comes in the wake of the Trinidad and Tobago's 2025 general election held on Monday, April 28, where allegations of voter bribery surfaced in key constituencies. The Ministry of Education has extended the deadline for parents to complete the school selection process under the first-year infant registration system of Trinidad and Tobago, also known as FIRSTT. This extension gives parents and guardians more time to decide on the right school for their children. The school admission results will be now available on May 13, 2025. Parents must log into the parent portal account and go to their child's dashboard to check the results. There, they will see whether each school application has been marked as admitted or not admitted. If a child is admitted to one or more schools, the parent must then choose one and click the Enroll button to complete the process. FIRSTT is an online system created to make it easier for parents to register their children for primary school. The ministry says this system aims to ensure every child gets a fair chance at a school placement. You are watching the Tobago Updates Television News. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Tobago Updates. More news after this.
You can now get whatever you need whenever you need it anywhere in Tobago with Tobago. Your meals, medication, groceries, and shopping all delivered directly to you. No more hassle, no more stress. Get the Tobago app today on Google Play or Apple App Store.
That's TAPPOGO and let us deliver to you.
Check our website at www.tapogo.app or call the experts at 494-TOGO and 484-4746. Tobago. Relax. We will get it to you. Tobago's at your service.
When the game is on, you don't want to miss the best moments. With AMPLIA TV, you can enjoy our ultimate sports package and watch your favorite games on the go. Stay connected and informed with sports news, scores, and stats with AMPLIA's fastest internet speeds. Up to 1 gigabyte fiber internet, you can stream riveting football action, cricket, NBA games, and much more. With AMPLIA, it's game on. Visit amplia.co.tt or call 800-4663. AMPLIA. Do more, live more.
Want to get better? Where to start? What kind of exercise to do? What to eat? How to get restful sleep? Need a doctor to search for root cause? Look no further. Come to Majuba Hill Lifestyle Center Foundation at our Wellness Center in Goodwood, or Food Hub in Darrow Springs, Scarborough, or Doctor's Office in Goodwood and Darrow Spring. Contact 49 Swift 4979 438.
TNTech is pleased to advise that its Roxborough Service Center has reopened. Starting Monday, 10th March, customers can once more visit the Roxborough Administrative Building to pay TNTech bills, request new connections, and more. TNTech, powering the nation into the next generation.
Thanks for staying with us. Members of the Roman Catholic community in Tobago gathered at the Coast Guard base in Scarborough around 10:30 this morning to welcome a special monstrance and a new statue of the Virgin Mary. These sacred items will now be housed at the Scarborough Catholic Church. The procession, led by Father Peters Saint-Hilaire and Father Jesse Mingott, made its way through the streets of Scarborough to the St. Joseph Roman Catholic Church in Bacolet. There, the celebration continues with an all-night vigil that will conclude at 6 a.m. tomorrow. This visit is part of the ongoing Eucharist Congress, which began on May 1st at the Cathedral of Immaculate Conception in Trinidad. The special monstrance will continue its journey to other Catholic communities across the country, leading up to a major gathering at the Queen's Park Oval in Trinidad this weekend. The Division of Health, Wellness and Social Protection announced a new venue for food badge registration, which now takes place every Thursday at the Lowlands Multipurpose Facility from 8 a.m. due to renovations at the Scarborough Library. However, the location change hasn't eased frustration for some applicants. One Facebook commenter said she has been waiting approximately 2 to 3 weeks since submitting her name and is still awaiting a callback. She noted that she has followed up in person twice, but was repeatedly told that she'll receive a phone call. Another commenter expressed concern about the responsiveness of the system, highlighting the growing public dissatisfaction. According to the Division of Health, appointments remain mandatory and they have asked for the public's patience while apologizing for any inconvenience. The weather report is up next.
Quartz is well known as the Caribbean's largest retailer, providing consumers for generations with the very best products to enhance their homes. This year, we bring our expertise to businesses. Quartz Business Solutions will serve small, medium, and large companies with the very best products at the most competitive prices, backed by warranties and after-sales support. Hoteliers, office managers, restaurants, and so many more. Quartz Business Solutions, a brand of the Unicomer Group.
Now for a look at the weather forecast from the TNT Met Office. Tonight generally fair despite the odd brisk shower. Temperatures will dip to around 26 degrees Celsius. Tomorrow mainly hot, sunny and slightly hazy despite the likelihood of 1 or 2 isolated showers mainly during the afternoon to evening period. A mostly fair night is anticipated. Daytime temperatures will reach up to 31 degrees Celsius with a heat index of 31 degrees Celsius. Sea conditions are slight to moderate with waves near 1.3 meter in open waters and smooth in sheltered areas. Sunrise at 5:42 and sunset at 6:16. And that's how we end this evening's newscast. Here's a recap of the headlines. Penelope Beckles Robinson, officially leader of opposition. Tobago Business Chamber ready to work with new government. UWI Vice Chancellor calls for urgent reform amid low university enrollment. And Catholics in Tobago welcome sacred monstrance. I am Biana Brebner. Thank you so much for joining us. Have a great night.